I want to share some advice, some insight, my opinion on local SEO. So there's a lot of talk and noise going on at the minute about AI, and you should 110% be paying attention to that, because that is going to change everything. Everything on how you run your business and run your day-to-day life, but also how you go about your visibility, so like with SEO, there's a big question now about how AI is going to change and basically dismantle SEO. And there's definitely I've got my eyes on it. Once I know more, I'll share it. So what's happening at the minute with AI is basically, if you're putting in a search term on Google like how to tie up my shoelace, AI will take it over. It will basically give you an AI answer. Okay, so where people at the minute are making noise about SEO is completely ruined because of AI and stuff, what's really been ruined is those websites that make money from selling advertisement to the visitors. So like those informational websites where people will land on their page, they might get 5,000 people a month landing on that page. They make money because those 5,000 people have seen a particular ad, and so that they're done basically. When it comes to local SEO, things are a bit different, and not much has changed yet. In fact, I recently went on to ChatGPT. I went estate agent near me or estate agent in Woking. I forget which one it was. It's one of those, it basically pulled the Google business profile thing as a result. It had a little map, had the listings. Now on Google, you get the top 3 on the map pack. But with the ChatGPT, it gave me like 7 or 10 or something like that. But other than that, it was the same. And if you went onto Google and actually searched for estate agent near me or estate agent in Woking, nothing's changed yet when it comes to AI. Okay, so there's still a big thing, a big place for local SEO for your estate agency and letting business. Okay, so consider that. Right now, the next thing I would like to share is how you can dominate, how you can own that. Okay, so with websites, okay, so let's think of Woking. Okay, I'm based in Woking, in case you haven't gathered, right? In the high street, you've got your Foxtons, you've got your Bournes, you've got your Seymours, they're all there, right? They're everywhere. Every third building is pretty much an estate agent at the minute. So if I was to now launch in Woking as a self-employed agent, or I just a new business, and I just want to focus on Woking, I've got an advantage. Okay, so where you got Foxtons, they've got branches all over the country. They're a monster website. Their SEO, whoever looks after the SEO for Foxtons, they do a great job. Okay, they really do. But where they fail a little bit is that they've got to dominate. They've got to look after the entire country. Okay, so they have one page for Woking estate agent letting agents in Woking, some of that. They've got one page. Okay, after that, what they've got is their listings in and around Woking for sales and lettings, and there's nothing else then about Woking. Okay, so they're dominating that market because they've got such a big, healthy website, right? But if I were to launch now here, I'd have my homepage basically saying sales and lettings in Woking, okay, covering Woking and surrounding areas, something like that, and that'd be my homepage, my umbrella location. But then I'd have a drop down of all the other territories that I cover, and I know that you probably don't know Woking, but there'll be things like Kingsfield and Goldsworth Park and all these other places. I'll literally have a drop down of all these little areas, these little quarters, if you like, in and around Woking, so that I've now dominated that. Now that's going to help with the map pack, because I've got the town centre Woking. I've also got these little territories all around within Woking and on the outside of Woking. I've now got more pages talking about Woking than Foxtons, for an example. Okay, then when it comes to the blog content, this month's market update to do with Woking and surrounding areas, that can be a monthly thing. You're going to do your tips. You can talk about the best schools and all. I've got all of this stuff. You're welcome to get access to that. I've got a load of content ideas to help those blogs, but with not that much work, my website can really, in the eyes of Google and all these other search engines, can really be seen as that go-to website within that community, because it isn't just like one page talking about Woking and the services that agency provides. It's actually got I've got a drop down for each service, you know, letting services in Woking, sales services in Woking, drone footage services in Woking, like just bring it all down, you know, like a little drop down on the navigation, each service you do, okay, to help people in Woking move home, okay. Then all those micro markets that you're covering in and around that territory, Google's going to see all of this and they're going to go, okay, this site is the specialist site in providing a high quality service and providing information to help people sell their homes in Woking, okay? And so it's got no choice but to understand that, appreciate that, value that, and rank that, okay? So SEO isn't dead. Things are going to change. But how you can help ensure that you're ahead of that curve is to make sure you've got all that content on your site, and then all that content is then shared onto your Google My Business, okay? I can't say this for sure yet, but most likely when these AI tools and things start leaning into the search results for local SEO, estate agent near me, hairdressers near me, MOT garage near me, all that sort of stuff, when AI starts tapping into that bit, it's probably going to get a lot of that data from the Google business profiles, okay? So if you, that more content that you share onto that Google business, the bigger your brand is becoming in the eyes of these scrapers from like search engine bots and AI bots and things like that. And so you've got more chance then of having your listing coming up when you start getting these AI search results for local SEO, okay? So on the AI. So I hope that helps. Let me know if it doesn't. I will try and explain it better. Have a nice day. Bye.